we pretending like we went from Lady Day singing God Bless the Child that got his own to Young Miami Spin That. Nah, we didn't jump from there to there. It was a progression, evolution.
Hey, yeah.
Welcome to Hip Hop Album Debate, the podcast. This is Q, and I want to talk about the Young Miami and her song of the summer, Spin That. Oh yeah, people been in an uproar. Hey, it's a jamming song, but all that don't mean nothing when it's not a good representation of Black America, of blacks in general, or the black culture. But you know what though? We was forewarned. Oh yeah, Miss C. Delores Tucker, may God rest her soul. Oh, she turned it over in her grave. Yeah, but before we get into this, y'all guys be sure to like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. But again, everybody's been in an uproar. A lot of people, I'm not gonna say everybody, about the song "Spin That." Again, by Young Miami, one half of formerly one half of the City Girls. Arie, she's not the only one to speak out, but she's probably safe to say she's the poster girl for kind of speaking out against the song and the BET Awards for what it represents and you know, just speaking out, you know, in terms of the nature of the song and how it's not good representation. But again, we were forewarned, and it's not Young Miami's fault. No, it's not her fault. See, we had already been warned about what these type of songs can do, but we didn't take heed. Roll the tape.
Today, however, through the lyrics of rappers who display no respect for women, no respect for families, and little respect for themselves, the souls of our sisters are being destroyed, and so too their progeny. All of us have watched as the industry have grown. We have watched not really knowing, not really understanding, not first realizing the damage that is inherent in what some thought were merely words. Now we see the direct and indirect effects. We see the rise in murders, in abuse, in batterings, teen prostitution, and teen suicide. We hear the wailing mothers, the grieving sisters, the tormented brothers and fathers and children planning their own funerals with pink dresses and pink caskets. We feel their hopelessness and helplessness, and we embrace their pain. Yet in the midst of these tragedies, others still want to argue about the First Amendment right to freedom of speech, a freedom they have embraced to call African American women hoes and bitches and sluts and even worse.
Word, dig that. Again, R.I.P. to C. Delores Tucker. Man, you know, when God sent us a messenger, man, or messengers, we don't take heed. This was in '93 when she pointed this out. But we can go back before that. George Bush Sr. and Dan Quayle, you know, they was kind of they were against what Luke, Two Live Crew, NWA, what they, you know, they was against all that, you know. It was obscene, it was indecent. This type of music has no place in our society. But we rebelled because we were young. Okay, but we can go further back than that. You can go back to Prince, some of the songs he was doing. Hey, this is obscene, this is over sexual. But we can go back further than that. John Lennon from the Beatles, or after he left the Beatles. We can go back further than that. Elvis. he'll wiggle those hips. Oh, that was obscene. That was sexual. It's funny. My mother and I was talking about that just about a year ago. She remembered being a young girl about, how everybody used to go crazy when he wiggled his hips. Elvis Presley. Don't step on my blue suede shoes. Yeah. So I went back to show the pathway of how we got to Young Miami. I did it briefly. So we pretending like we went from Lady Day singing God Bless the Child that got his own to Young Miami Spin That. Nah, we didn't jump from there to there. It was a progression, evolution. It's not her fault. Every generation has made music that was controversial or kind of pushed the envelope, and we had the overseers or the elders or whomever that spoke out, but we rebelled. And I think the difference between us now, who has a problem with the Young Miami song, the difference between now and then, well, I'll say it like this: we probably the ones that's the difference between now and then is the fact that we're older. So now we kind of more in line with what Delores Tucker was saying. But we weren't thinking that 30 years ago. I know I wasn't. I was a teenager. I mean, I knew she wasn't wrong. The church boy in me, you know what I'm saying, brought up in the church, I knew she wasn't wrong, but I still didn't have enough bravado to side with her amongst my peers. You did what I'm saying? We was rapping, see Delores Tucker, you's a motherfucker. Instead of trying to help a nigga, you the destroy brother. I wasn't finna go against that. But now that I'm older, I get it. You did what I'm saying? How do we combat it? It baffles me because we making this a Black American thing. I mean, the song is not a good representation, but scamming and hacking and all that's not just Black America. In fact, I stumbled across an article a couple of months ago. They released, Forbes released a 30 under 30. And basically what the article was saying, Forbes 30 under 30 saw surge in fraud cases. That's what the article said. And check this out, fam. It wasn't just Black Americans. In fact, I only saw one that looked Black American. I don't know what she was, to be honest. But so it's not a Black American thing, number one. Number two, my question is, how do we combat it? Right? Because you can't just start with the song. The song it's a reflection of the problem, but I don't think that's the problem. How do we combat it? What, defund the police? That's not it, right? You can't snitch if somebody is boosting or scamming or hacking. What do? You snitch on them, you're a rat, all right? Or even if you do stand up and say, nah, man, I'm gonna do what's right, who gonna back you? Who gonna be in your corner and say you did the right thing, right? So I think we gotta address that first. I think that's part of the problem. I think Young Miami is a reflection of the problem, but it didn't start with her. I think we got to start with addressing the problem. Well, yeah, addressing the problem within the community, within the homes. Okay? Understanding that, guess what? Can't save everybody. But here's the problem with that. I'll just say this, the way I was raised, it was that understanding that, you know what? We're going to raise you right. My parents, I come from a 2-parent household. We're going to raise you right. So you're going to know right from wrong. So if you choose to do wrong, and you choose to steal, you choose to boost, or you choose to sell dope or whatever, If you get jammed up, don't call me. That's the lecture that my brother and I got, and my younger sister growing up. So it wasn't no, well, we gotta save the youth. I mean, hey, look, either you're gonna do right, and if you do right, you set yourself up for success in society. If you choose to do wrong, it's a place for you, and that's just the end of it. You did what I'm saying? So you can't save everybody, but I think the problem is, okay, we can't. It's no way you can teach right, but then when we do wrong, nobody's enforcing this what happened when you do wrong. So I think that's an issue. All this, the kids, they need more stuff to do. All that's kind of new to me. I still struggle with wrapping my mind around that idea that kids need more to do, or youngsters need more to do to stay out of trouble. Because I grew up I spent half of my childhood in the rural part of town where it was nothing. No recreational centers, no playgrounds, no parks, no any of that. Not that part of town. And my older brother and I had to get off that school bus in the evening at 3:30, take our ass home and lock that door, and we couldn't open that door for nobody. All right. The old man worked second shift. He didn't get home at midnight. My mom got home. She got off at 5 o'clock. She would get home about 5:30. So we had to be cleaning up the house, help have dinner prepared. So when she get in, she don't got to do much to cook it. And then when my brother got old enough, he was starting to prepare dinner for her. And then in turns, when my old man got home late at night, he got something to eat. But my mom wasn't concerned about making sure my kids have something to do. Either we were gonna do like what her and my old man told us to do, or it was gonna be belt to ass. And so, so anyway, that's I know to do right, or if you do right, you got this set opportunities for you. If you do wrong, you got jail or hell waiting for you. That's it. You did what I'm saying. So, but back to the Young Miami situation. If that was my home girl, cause I'm 43, and I think she's what, 32, something like that. So if I knew her, she would be my little homie, my home girl. I would pull her to the side, and I would say, you know what, you got a jamming song. I like it. It's nothing that I would do. It's nothing. You did what I'm saying, but you got a jamming song. But consider this: you're going to get older, Lord's willing. You're going to get older, and Lord's willing, you'll be able to still perform some of these songs, that you've done as a solo artist, what you've done as with the City Girls. Consider this: you may not want to perform those songs when you get older. You may not be able to stomach those songs when you get older. And then I would show the clip where Prince was talking about that. Prince, during his latter years, he wasn't performing Erotic City. And I'm sure he wasn't performing Darling Nikki, Dirty Mind, Head. You hear what I'm saying? Not that those songs were the worst, but what he was saying was, okay, now when I perform at these concerts, hey, I don't want a 14-year-old listen to these songs too early, prematurely. I mean, that's pretty much what he was saying. And even Vanity, Denise Matthews, may God rest her soul, from Vanity 6, she spoke on it too in an interview. She was like, she kind of cringed when she used to hear some of her old songs from, Vanity 6, Nasty Girl and all that. So that's what I would tell Young Miami, because we've seen in years past, you can't tell a generation to not perform a song. Don't do that song. Don't do it. Oh, that song is raunchy. You can't do that, because we've shown every generation has rebelled This generation is going to rebel. My generation, the generation before that, so on and so forth. So you want to try to meet them halfway. So that would be my conversation to Young Miami. Just think about that. Just think about that. But you guys let me know what's your thoughts, man. Hey, I say see Delores Tucker is turning over in her grave. What's y'all thoughts? Y'all holler back at your boy Q. 3 words, I'm gone. Peace.
Hey.